So here's why you can't use an ID in investing on a sovereign level. So you can invest as a pauper or as a ward, excuse me, not a pauper. You can invest as a ward and as a person that is basically a 14th Amendment citizen up under what's called the state. But the problem is what they're not telling you is that the state, as far as the US is concerned, has been bankrupt. The states have been bankrupt. So when you invest with an ID, you're potentially opening yourself up to be a slave. When you see the term ID, you see the term I do. Very important. This goes into marriage. Marriage, the way it's promoted in Western society, is a form of slavery. In Eastern society, marriage was used as a business partnership for two empires to merge their names and their credit together. So that's the difference. So when you make an ID, you make a marriage with the state, just like a marriage contract. When you go get married downtown somewhere, that's with the state. The problem is that the states have been defunded via the ones. That's right, via the ones, because the United States made up lies about majority of the people here that are born supposedly in this country. What they're going to do, what you're going to find out once you do your research, is that most of you have been lied to via Freemasonry. The reason why I'm putting this out is because their goal is to totally offset what's called I do, and take all your contracts and make you into a slave, a corporate slave, a 14th Amendment slave, which is the same amendment that's ruled by corporations. Very important. So when you talk about, they're like, why should I go through you on this? I've been out this matrix for 9 years. Totally, with no paperwork. So when you give money to me, it's not the same. Like yesterday, man, we did so well, man. Like, I really appreciate all the donations you guys have been sending to 36astrology@gmail.com, because we did so well with our access level, because our monies are moving up. I'm able to move into more markets faster. And I was able to secure and monetizing $70,000 yesterday in monetization credit to help to offset what I just spoke to you about earlier about this I do contract. Now, this is a level of sovereignty as far as dealing with an ID, but a true sovereign, when you get deep into it, you should have 3 IDs with 3 different names attached to each one. 9 names altogether. And when you come in this matrix as a sovereign, on a sovereign level, you have to work 9 names, but you have to be out of the matrix for at least 9 years. Now, you got people that's been in the military and stuff like that, and they try to get out because they got certain knowledge. You got to stay out twice the amount of time. You got to stay out 18 years. We're using Freemasonry or the military. Do you decide to break away? And then you want to go start you a group and go tell the secrets? Well, they're going to probably most likely set you up into what's called everybody's jail, and then eventually murder you on paper, and you'll eventually die physically because they'll declare war on you. They declare war on the sovereign. You got to remember that. So when you move into this, they're going to declare war on you via states. The Masons and different state people on state level will declare war on you. So I'm bringing this up to just let you know that the ID is a form of a credit. It's a gold statement on paper. It's the paper version of showing how much your gold is worth. That's what your name really is on the ID. And when you decide as a woman to get married, and when a lot of women may not understand this, but the man that you're married to is over you. Even really technically, even as far as on a business level, meaning that you can't make any final decisions. He's your guarantor. As a queen, you can't sign off on credit. So you're supposed to really be a queen to issue credit. And a queen will most likely be in a polyandrous type of situation because she's issuing credit. And that's the only way to get credit truly issued, even as a sovereign, truly to do it through the female. But what's happened is that a lot of women have sold their birthrights. They're married. Or either that or they have an ID and they're working a job with the state. Nobody's broken away, so the whole construct of it is falling apart.